Howdy, I'm Floyd Teeter, the Emergency Preparedness Coordinator for the South Jordan, Utah North Shore State of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. If this is your first time with us, we're glad to have you. If you've been with us before, well, welcome back. Today, I feel compelled to step back from our drive-through emergency preparedness priorities to discuss an important matter that's been on my mind for some time. The matter is the difference between survivalism versus our stake emergency preparedness and self-reliance efforts. We recently received a new addition to the General Handbook in Section 38. The church encourages self-reliance. Members are encouraged to be spiritually and physically prepared for life's challenges. However, church leaders have counseled against extreme or excessive preparation for possible catastrophic events. Such efforts are sometimes called survivalism. Efforts to prepare should be motivated by faith, not fear. So survivalism, also known as prepping, versus emergency preparedness and self-reliance. What's the difference? I think those new instructions we just read hit the nail on the head in the last sentence. Efforts should be motivated by faith, not fear. If our motivation is faith-driven, we're preparing for the speed bumps and emergencies that are part of life because we're following the counsel given to us by church leaders. If our motivation is fear-driven, we're preparing for the collapse of society because we're afraid of what the future might bring. And I don't want to gloss over this difference. It's important because it impacts whether or not our lives are in balance with the Savior's teachings. If we're acting out of faith, our actions will be balanced as part of a Christ-centered life. We work on self-reliance and emergency preparedness with our eyes towards Jesus Christ, keeping things in balance along with all the other aspects of our lives, because we know that Christ stands with us come what may, and it's our relationship with him that matters above all else. If we're acting out of fear, we're attempting to prepare for whatever we're afraid the future might hold. In fact, this fear often robs people of living their lives to the fullest. Their entire energy is spent on preparing for nuclear holocaust or the zombie apocalypse, while life and relationships pass them by. And as we wander down that fear-driven path, our lives fall out of balance as we go to extremes to calm ourselves, as our imaginations see impending wide-scale disaster wherever we look. To put things in perspective, this is the difference between storing some water and keeping first aid supplies handy while we go about our daily lives versus fleeing for a bug-out location stocked with machine guns and hand grenades at the first sign of trouble, whether it's imagined or real. So my message to you today, look inward. Be truthful with yourself about why you prepare for emergencies. And if you find your actions and thoughts are pushing your life out of balance, change your perspective to focus on Christ. Stick with faith and live a balanced, Christ-centered life. Definitely build your emergency supplies and increase your self-reliance, but do not let these efforts become the center of your life. Instead, live life to the fullest and build that firm foundation that comes with a focus on Jesus Christ. For as we read in Isaiah, "Fear not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness." That pretty well wraps up the subject for me right there. So that's it for now. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, stay safe, be smart, and be ready.